Alrighty, so today we're going to be having a look at doing a bit more budgeting. Now this time we're going to be looking at a worded question, so let's have a look. So Eli has an after-tax annual salary of $43,000. He moved into a shared rental accommodation and will contribute $350 per week towards rent, bills, food, and cleaning. His car costs $2,800 each year for registration, insurance, and maintenance, and he spends $45 each week on petrol. He has $39 monthly mobile phone plan, which he never exceeds, and he spends the rest of his money on entertainment, clothes, holiday sporting events, music, takeaway foods, and snacks. So the first part is calculate the non-discretionary expenses for the year. So when we talk about discretionary spending, it's in a sense optional. Alrighty, so if we're talking about non-optional expenses, these are the things that you have to spend money on. So for part A, this is all of the expenses we know about. So that's his salary, so that's not an expense. Let's have a look through. So $350 per week. We have $2,800 per year. What else do we have? $45 each week on petrol. $39 monthly on a mobile phone plan. Alrighty. So those are all of his non-discretionary spending, basically the spending he has to do. And we're interested in year, which means we want everything to be yearly, which means this one's golden. We need to deal with the other three. So times 52 to get it into weeks, to yearly. And so the annual is $1,800 per year. This is already yearly, so it's good to go. Weekly, times 52 as well. For those of you who might be a little bit clever, you might think about adding them together and then timesing, but it's not going to change the answer. And the last one per month is times 12. Now, although most of us think in a weekly sense, it is often very useful to actually think about these things across a year, just because everything converts nicely to years. So annual non-discretionary spending, expenses, and this is just going to be equal to the sum of all of this. So we're just going to add up these four numbers. Don't forget the $2,800 per year, and we get $23,808 of expenses no matter what. These are the stuff that you don't get an option about. So B, it says, calculate the weekly discretionary income. Alrighty? Well, discretionary means that it's after all of the non-discretionary stuff. So his current salary is $43,000. So this is his annual discretionary spending. Income. So this is per year. And it's just going to be $43,000, which is his whole income, minus the $23,808, which is equal to $19,192. So this is all of the money he's got to spend per year. But it didn't ask for that, it asked for the weekly. So we want to divide this by 52 to work out this per week. $369.08 after rounding up. Alrighty. So part C, create a budget that will allow Eli to save $100 per week and maintain his current expenses. So he needs to spend on entertainment, clothes, holidays, sporting events, music, takeaway food, and snacks, plus this $100 per week saving. So I'm going to make a list of all of these things and we're going to have a look. Alrighty. So what we need to do is we've got all of the different expenses that he wants to have. And what we need to do is work out what's an appropriate amount of money per week so that it does not go over this limit. So what I'm going to kind of do is I'm going to do like a running tally where basically I'm going to subtract off and see how much money I've got left. So the first thing I'm going to subtract off is this $100, so that leaves me with $269.08 left. This is like a running table. Alright, so this is like a running total. Running total, that's what I was thinking about. Alrighty, so for entertainment, maybe each week he spends, he's got like a Netflix subscription, maybe a Netflix and a stand, something like that. So maybe it's $20, $30, $40 per month. So let's say it's about $10 per week. Maybe he also gets some movie tickets. Let's call it $15 per week. So take 15 off that. Means we've now only got $254.08 left. Now for clothes, maybe he's quite a clothy kind of guy, so maybe he wants to have $30 per week to spend on that. So once again, subtract 30, and we carry on. So 224, we've got $224.08 left. For holidays, let's say that's probably going to be a pretty big expense, $50 per week. Because if you're going to go on a big holiday, you're probably going to need to save up a fair bit. $174.08 per week left. Sporting events, again, another expensive thing. Let's call that $20 per week. Saving up so that maybe every month he can go on some kind of, go to the stadium and see something. 154.08. Now for music, I'm thinking something like Spotify, which is approximately $20 a month, so let's call that $5 per week. So minus another 5, $149.08. And we've still got a fair bit of money left over. So, really now at this point, we could just update any of these higher ones because we do actually have a bit of extra spending, but let's just split it between takeaway and snacks, and we'll say maybe $100 per week on takeaways. Oh no, let's do something more realistic. So let's say each week he's allowed to spend $30, not a big cook, and $20 here. That's going to be minus 30 minus 10, no, minus 30, 119.08, and then minus 20 gives us $99.08. Now this $99 could literally be added to any one of these categories. It's just a choice now. So, I would think about maybe things like sporting events, holidays, entertainment probably doesn't have enough. And so this is the point where you can say, well, we've got $99 to put into each of these categories. You could split it evenly. It's really up to you. For me, I'm definitely going to bump that entertainment one up a little bit. So let's make it a good $30. So that's an increase of 15. So let's subtract off 15. So our new running total, let's not get rid of that. Our new running total is $84.08. I think the sporting events could definitely go up to say $40 per week. Actually, no. Let's do the what did I have? $20 per week. Let's change holidays. Make that $80. So it's going from 50 to 80. So it's an extra 30. It's $54.08. Let's increase sporting as well. Let's make that 40 per week. It's an extra 20, so it's $34.08 left. Maybe music was a little bit harsh on $5, so let's make it $10, $29.08. And you can kind of see that we're just kind of playing around with each of the numbers until we're happy. Maybe clothes is too little. Let's chuck $20 in that. Let's make that $50 per week. Leaves us just with $9.08 left. And let's add that to takeaway. Let's increase takeaway. And so we'll get to get it off to zero, we'll just add this up. So we'll get $39.08 for takeaway, which leaves us with nothing left. Alrighty. So there you go. We've now created a quick budget. One more part to go. Part D. Suggest how Eli might increase his savings to buy a new car in a year's time. Well, any of these things could be decreased. I definitely think that the $50 on clothes could certainly be reduced. The $40 on takeaway per week, that could definitely be reduced. Same with the $20 on snacks. Sporting events could also probably be cut down. Maybe only going once a week rather than once a month as opposed to a few times per month. And same thing for entertainment. So really, there's lots of places in which he could cut his savings, but I'm thinking certainly he could reduce his spending on food and holidays. So for D, reduce spending on food and holiday. Alrighty, so if you just reduce on a few of the different categories, then you'd be saving an extra amount of dollars each time. So, even $10 a week over a year is going to be an extra $500 at the end of the year. So you don't have to save a lot just to make it get a little bit easier. So that's a way of saving with a budget. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.